multi-talented artist, singer, songwriter. I would say triple threat, but I think that's an understatement. Singer, songwriter, producer, multi-instrumentalist, businessman, entrepreneur.
Make me
Anything
smile.
else?
Make me smile. No,
okay.
it's good.
No, but yeah, so you're here. We see you with the glasses, as we just discussed. 80s inspired.
Oh yeah.
For your new single, 80s Baby.
Yeah.
And we saw the 80s with Africa. You know, Toto. So what inspired you to do 80s Baby? Like, what's all this?
Well, the whole thing about my music and the way I love music from the 80s. I love everything from the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. So to me, just listening to Duran Duran, people like Phil Collins, Genesis, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, of course, being inspired by all them, and remaking Africa, of course. I just wanted people to know, where my head is at, and I think, 80s, music is cyclical, so is fashion, and I think it's coming back, and if I wasn't the one to do it, someone else is going to do it. So
yeah,
I just said, let's take it all the way, and we just shot the video. It's insane. It's going to be dropping today, and if you have a chance, check it out on YouTube. Berserk. It's crazy.
Okay.
Bananas.
And so, how was filming the video? Where did you do that?
We shot that in Montreal, but the concept was mainly basically everything from the 80s, from Rubik's Cubes to like, shoulder pads, that type of thing, leg warmers. I just tried to stuff everything in there with all my musical influences, of course. I mean, you'll see when you see the video, you'll know some of my influences as well, and a piece of Back to the Future. Yeah. So it's very, very cool, all done in post-production, CGI, green screen. It was like huge budget production. Like this was the craziest budget I've ever worked on.
Bigger than Yalla?
Oh yeah, much bigger. Triple time, triple the amount.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Very exciting. I'm telling you, it's a very special video. I'm sure this one's gonna get like the craziest YouTube hits. It's just so special, it's different.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and so back to Yalla Habibi, let's like rewind a bit.
Okay.
That means let's go in Arabic. So, if you were to pick anyone and go anywhere, who would it be? Where would you go?
Such a personal question. I guess I would say my mom. I haven't seen my mom in a while, so it'd be cool to go with her somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
As long as you're with her.
Well, maybe Lebanon. Go visit back, where I was born.
How do you feel being from Lebanon and now, going to Montreal and kind of like representing that merging of East and West?
Yeah.
How?
I guess that's what makes me different in the music industry, and I do stuff like that on purpose because no one's kind of doing that either. I'm always trying to find what no one's doing, and just letting people know that there's different cultures out there, and you can mesh both, and Middle Eastern people aren't all terrorists, that type of thing.
Yeah.
We're cool, we can have fun, we can party, we can make great music. So, part of it is to change people's minds about the stereotypes that's going on, but also just to be different and to create some new sounds out there. Because sometimes it gets boring; it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your album, Nightlife, we're talking about like traveling and being really busy. So how do you maintain your nightlife? What do you do?
My nightlife is part of my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people might not know this, but I don't like to go out. Like I'm not one of those guys that likes to club or party a lot. It's part of my job, so I get used to it. You know what I mean? Like friends of mine are like, Carl, so you're going to this club? Can we come hang out? I'm like, dude, it's my job. Just let me go, do my thing. Have fun, and that's kind of how I see my nightlife.
Yeah. So what would you say is like a good time off for you, like away from the nightlife?
Oh,
what would you
the
find
beach.
something?
I'm a beach bum like that.
Yeah.
I grew up as a surfer. I love jet skis, boats, anything to do with the water. You know why? Because I'm such an excited, like, outgoing guy that I just love the peace and calm of the sea. It's so you can just come up with anything. I write some of my songs there. I dream up my next videos there. That type of thing. I do some business when I'm on the beach. It's just so calm and relaxing, and you come up with different ideas. It's like when you're in the shower. You come up with certain ideas like light bulb. I don't know if everyone does that, but I get most of my ideas in the shower. Yeah. Every time there's water involved,
Yeah. Be nice on the beach, but most of us, showers more accessible.
That's it.
What's your favorite beach to go to?
Well, I grew up in Dubai, so beaches are in Dubai are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just super hot, just kind of like it's in here. I'm just breaking out of sweat.
Do you want to?
No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I can do whatever.
Yeah.
I can do whatever. I swear.
Okay, so speaking of like taking off the vest, exposing, you're clearly in amazing shape. So all the Verve girls, and I'm sure a lot of Verve guys out there want to know, how do you keep your physique?
Work out well, I haven't worked, that's the thing, you're catching me at the wrong time. I haven't worked out in a month.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know, you don't want to see it.
Holding up?
Yeah.
I think
so. No,
okay.
no, it's cool, I just, I'm going to get back into it, but working out maybe 5 times a week, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would your tips be for people?
Well, just, everybody's metabolism is different. So for me, I can eat anything I want. Like my trainer tells me, just go crazy, okay? It doesn't matter. As long as you work out, you're cool. And, eat carbs in the day and protein at night as much as you can, and you should be fine. But other people have different metabolisms, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
to each his own. But I guess just work out. Don't get lazy. Everybody gets lazy. Oh, forget it. Tomorrow. No, tomorrow is today. So if you do today, it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kind of I'm weird.
Okay, and also like some other projects you have going. I noticed on your webpage you talk about working really closely with World Vision. And so I was just wondering, like, what are some charitable things that you've been doing, or what do you do with World Vision?
Well, World Vision, actually, we do a lot of showcases and performances for them, and we drag a lot of kids, to do the 30-hour famine, which we're doing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, in Montreal.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to a high school. There was like a competition on the radio, and whichever school made the most, numbers of, I don't know what, I think whoever like starved or something for like 30 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we get to do a performance for them. So we contribute as much as possible, and of course we show them, on the website their links. We donate as well. I mean, all that stuff is important. People come to my website, I might as well do it for good, not only just sell CDs or whatever.
That's great. That's all. It's like including.
Yeah.
Music.
It's the kids, we were all kids once, and and growing up in a place like Dubai and being born in Lebanon and having my family there, and my dad lost all his his businesses, his homes, war and things like that. They hit home to me. They're not like far-fetched. A lot of people in North America might be like, it's too far for me, so it's not real, but it is real for us, So I know that very, very, very true. So.
Yeah. Well, you're very open with expressing like struggles that you've been through and how you've gotten to the top. And what advice would you have for our readers and our viewers, people who might be going through a struggle, might be different, but they're still going through the same emotions? And what would you suggest for them?
Be an individual, keep fighting. In my career, from the beginning, no one at the top ever believed in me. No one in the offices, at like all the record companies, no one ever said, you've got something. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. I'm not even kidding. Ever. Even when I had a hit, they were like, nah, you don't have what it takes. It's like, so you got to make your own career. You got to make people excited about you. So create the great music. You know what I mean? Ultimately, reach the fans, especially with YouTube, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You can really reach the fans without going to the record company. We've got an advantage in a way. It might be a disadvantage for major artists who used to sell 10 million records and now can only sell 500,000. I understand, but at the same time, for artists who are starting, it's a really cool thing. And that's kind of how I took advantage of it, you know what I mean? I put myself out. We've got 100,000 fans on Facebook, and it's growing. We got all kinds of fans on MySpace, and I'm always updating my Twitter. That sort of stuff, and just make great songs. I think if you can make great songs, you don't need the big suits.
Right.
People want to hear great music, And also market yourself. Think of, the gap in the market. Who are you? Okay, you're a female artist. Okay, are you blonde? What's the deal? Is there, okay, Lady Gaga's up. You got to be better than her. Whatever better is, you don't have to compete with her. That's another thing people forget. They always want to be like Justin Timberlake or like whatever. Just your specialty makes you shine more if you be yourself than you try to be someone else. You understand what I'm saying? Even if not everybody gets it, in time, if you persist, they will.
That's great.
Yeah,
yeah, that's really good advice. Like, don't even know what to say after that. That's cool.